It's Mornings Unfiltered with Casey and Calhoun. Buttering your bread, dishing the tea, spilling the beans, and making heads or tails out of today's cock and bull stories. So good it'll have the preacher's wife cussing and the whole Ozarks buzzing.
Welcome back, folks. You're tuned in with Casey and Calhoun, and we're sliding back in from the break with something that hit us like a cold splash of water this morning.
Yeah, we were sipping our coffee, minding our business, flipping through the paper, and then we landed on this opinion piece. And I'm using air quotes here because, let's be honest, this thing reads less like an opinion and more like a public service announcement somebody didn't want to label as one.
Exactly. When you've got a hospital that keeps popping up in headlines and lawsuits, in community conversations, and now in the opinion section, that's not coincidence. That's a drumbeat.
So for today's edition of Stuff We Need to Be Talking About, we're bringing this one straight to the table. Because if the paper's printing it and the community's whispering it, then we're going to say it out loud.
Buckle up. This isn't gossip. This is information the public deserves to hear. When a hospital fights transparency, the public should ask why. In every community, hospitals hold a unique kind of power. They are entrusted with our bodies, our families, our emergencies, and our most vulnerable moments. That trust is not automatic. It is earned through transparency, accountability, and a commitment to patient safety.
So when a hospital begins to behave as though sunlight is a threat rather than a safeguard, the public has every right, indeed an obligation, to ask the most fundamental question in oversight. If the hospital has nothing to hide, then why does it act like it does?
Why withhold medical records that patients are legally entitled to? Why tell grieving families they need a court order for documents the law says must be provided within 30 days? Why alter some records but not others? Why block a patient's legally appointed representative from accessing the portal? Why refuse an independent third-party review and instead conduct an internal one, then decline to release the findings?
These are not minor clerical errors. They are patterns. And patterns tell a story. A pattern of evasion. When a hospital bills for a visit 1 month after a patient has died, the public deserves an explanation. When broad-spectrum antibiotics are administered without documented signs of infection, that demands scrutiny. When a patient is dropped, suffers a cracked wrist, and the incident is neither admitted nor documented, that is not a mistake. It is a cover-up. When mental health labels appear to be used as a shield to justify privacy breaches, that is not medicine. It is manipulation.
When medications appear in fragments across multiple record sets, when paralytics are billed for a patient not on a ventilator, when FDA black box drugs are given in combinations that defy standard practice, these are not isolated anomalies. They are red flags. And when corneal preservation drops appear in the chart of a living patient, followed by staff comments about yields that later vanish from the record, the public is not wrong to ask what exactly was being prepared for.
The human cost. This is not just about one patient. It is about hundreds of families reporting eerily similar experiences. Over-medication, under-medication, wrong medication.
Delayed records, missing records, contradictory records, dismissed concerns, preventable deaths.
It is about whistleblowers, nurses, techs, and former employees who say administrators tie the hands of competent professionals while hiring staff who don't know medicine very well. It is about a system where financial incentives reward labeling patients as addicts, discourage follow-up visits within 30 days, and pressure providers to keep encounters under half an hour. It is about a hospital that proudly advertises its A rating, a rating it awarded itself through its own self-reported questionnaire.
When profit outweighs patients, hospitals in this country generate billions. Yet some pay their frontline staff below national averages, some cut corners, some silence dissent, some treat patient complaints as inconveniences rather than warnings, and some, as documented in court cases, have allowed statements so callous they defy comprehension, like telling grieving parents that their child's death saved them money because they would no longer bear the cost of raising them.
When false cancer diagnoses lead to unnecessary chemo and radiation that ultimately kill healthy people, that is not a clerical error. That is a catastrophe. The public has a right to the truth.
Hospitals are not above scrutiny. They are not exempt from accountability. They do not get to rewrite the story after the fact. When a hospital hides records, alters records, delays records, or refuses independent review, the public should not be gaslit into silence. These behaviors are not the actions of an institution confident in its care. They are the actions of an institution afraid of what the truth will reveal.
And the truth is this: there is no innocent explanation for this combination of failures, omissions, contradictions, and evasions occurring in a single patient's case, let alone across hundreds of them. Hospitals that have nothing to hide do not behave this way. Hospitals that value patient safety do not fear transparency. Hospitals that tell the truth do not need to rewrite the record.
The community deserves answers, families deserve justice, and the public deserves a healthcare system where accountability is not optional.
Walk in the ward, dollar signs on your skin. Age, history, insurance, that's how they begin. If your body's worth more than the plan will pay, you become a ghost for the harvest. Yeah, that's the play. Great coverage, they'll script you a lie. False diagnosis, med stack high. Drop you, mistreat you, silence your breath. Don't talk too loud or you'll never leave death. Homeless, done, addict done. Vest with good insurance, they target everyone. Guardianship papers, control of your fate. Tanny County numbers on CaseNet. Look and see they all relate. Systemic cover up, scroll down from the top. Speak up, your silence, they'll make you stop. But hear me now, hear me clear. Silence is the killer, we got nothing to fear. Wake up, people, the truth's inside. Profits over patience, they scrub records for a court fight. Murder my love, now they fear my pose. I'm not the only one spitting truth, they harvest goals. On the walks got 2 R's not in it. They exaggerate fake accolades, but the numbers don't lie. My friend, yeah, they'll script you a lie, stack meds to the sky, drop you, mistreat you till your last breath dry. Guardianship chains, fade in their hands. CaseNet codes, Tanny County, all part of their plans. Homeless addicts, vets with good plans, they target us all, it's part of the scam. People, the truth's inside. Profits over patience, they scrub records for a court fight. Murder my love, now they fear my pose. I'm not the only one spitting truth, they harvest goals. On the walks got 2 R's not in it. They exaggerate fake accolades, but the numbers don't lie. My friend, the numbers don't lie. My friend, silence is what's killing us. We got nothing to fear. Save a life, speak your truth, let's make them hear. Strengthen numbers, strengthen voices, join the fight. Time to serve them up, they could be the courses tonight. Yeah. Harvesting goals, yeah, that's their game, but we're gonna burn it down. Call out their name on